What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition, Bub, episode 42.
The Stephen Ferris episode.
The Stephen Ferris episode. Big shout out right there. Sports show. We're here. We're downtown Chillicothe, live for the return of the Gus Macker, and it has been an awesome morning. I've been here since about 7, Bub. And it's only getting better.
Bright and early.
It's only getting better. So stick around. We got a lot going in store. We got a lot in store. We got a lot to tune into here on this episode number 42 of the 740 Sports Show. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode. We're back, baby. Episode 42. We're live from downtown Chillicothe, bud. The Chillicothe Gus Macker has returned to the streets, man. And you said it. It's bumping. We got a lot going on, man. We are up close and personal. This official here in the background, actually, this gentleman here just told us we're in a bad spot. But guess what? We're Landrums, and we're always in a bad spot in life, bub. Yeah. We're used to it.
The fans close to the stage.
Nothing we're not accustomed to. But, hey, we're back, and we're having a great time here, bub. This has been an awesome return of the Chillicothe Gus Macker, the 50th annual. It's the 50th anniversary, bub.
This is the 50th time
This is the 50th year in a row they have been doing the Gus Macker.
Did they do it at other locations?
Yeah. This is a worldwide thing. At its peak,
I thought so. I just couldn't.
Yeah. So, at its peak, they were in 75 cities, man, in the U.S. and in Chillicothe was, just a brief part of that. They go to Waverly as well. They'll be in Waverly in June.
Oh, in June?
In June, they'll be in Waverly.
Did they ever go to Gallia?
Oh,
I've heard them playing in Gallia before, like whenever we were playing ball at the Y back in the day.
Maybe. It's very possible.
Yeah,
Gus Macker
it could be a Southeastern Ohio thing.
Well, it used to be huge. Used to be massive. There was a time where this, believe it or not, they would have 1,000 teams participate in this Chillicothe.
I thought it was astronomical seeing, 135? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 134 teams today on 13 courts, and it's been insane. It's been absolutely insane. 3-on-3 competitive basketball. Started with a little bit of rain this morning, bub. It was a little rainy, a little windy, even chilly.
Yeah, I guess that's why they call it Water Street, right?
That's why they call it Water Street.
Oh, I thought that was such a good one.
Such a good meme. I actually shared that meme a little bit this morning.
You?
I did. I told our buddy Porterhouse here and some other folks. But
no, it ended up turning into a beautiful day, though. I mean, you got the wind and everything, but they're still grinding through it. Then if rain didn't stop them, the wind ain't going to stop them.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to shoot in it for sure. But
it has, and I'll tell you what, man, that made it really interesting. The water. Between the rain, the puddles,
I've been seeing people slip and everything. I'm like, gosh, that would be except for that clay court over there.
Yeah,
is that tile over there?
Yeah, it's a tile floor.
Okay, I was gonna say, no wonder it was a little more slick.
That's the top men's floor.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yep. Jake Kretzer actually from Waverly was playing over there earlier. So some really good local competition
Akron?
Here. Went to the University of Akron.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Went to Akron. He was a Zip. And had a pretty good career there. He was over there playing, and it was some really cool competition, man.
Yeah.
This court here, the women's court behind us, we've seen Madison Jones.
Yeah.
We've seen some really good players over here, man, and it's been awesome.
This is the third game they've had going on since they've been here on this court, maybe the second.
Yeah. They're moving, man. These games are moving. Madison and her team, they won in sudden death. They won in sudden death, 12-11, and it was a great final. It was a great finale. But Bob, kind of getting back into all of this starting this afternoon. Dude, it was a lot of fun. The opening ceremonies, blast. They kicked this thing off with all the Gus Macker folks you see. Kicked it off in a layup line this morning.
Oh, really?
There was a layup line going at like 8 o'clock.
And it was. Travis asked me what time it started.
Yeah.
The wind is going crazy.
Yeah. Opening ceremonies took place at 8, and the games took place started at 8:30. So nice gust of wind here. We're feeling it. We're feeling it. We are enduring the elements.
You know,
folks.
this is kind of like my storm chasing dream in a way. So like I was made for this moment right here.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a tornado chaser. So the wind,
Bob
give me all the wind you want.
Bob is definitely built for the conditions. I can blow away though, Bob. You're the heavy stamp of the crew.
Yeah, but
man.
I mean, it's blowing this direction. It was blow right into me. So.
Yeah, I guess so. It's got to go through me to get to you. So, but speaking of going through people, Bob, you can see the action behind us. You got the women here. We talked a little bit about some of the teams and all that. I think 8 and up is the age at which this begins. Yeah, 8 and up. And
I'd like to hear the range of like how the oldest person here to the youngest person, just to see how big of a gap it is. Because I mean, you can see it's a pretty big age gap if you just look down the courts and everything.
Yeah. If you're just kind of like you said, looking down the midway, if you would, of it all.
Now they do have age groups, right? Whenever they're playing, like it's a tournament style with the age groups and teams and everything.
Correct. Yeah. So at the other end, I saw a group earlier named the Lake Show.
Oh, the Lake Show.
The Lake Show were here, and they were doing their thing. And just kids.
Yeah, we got
black and gold and having some fun.
We got to see our former buddies from last week's show.
Yeah, David
was here. He was holding a trophy. What was his team's name?
They were
something Dunkaroos. It was a great name.
The Dunkaroos. They were awesome.
Rocking the gold and blue.
It was awesome to see our good friend David here. Speaking of another good friend that we had with us this morning, Ainsley Weaver. She took what's called the do or die shot this morning, Bob.
Oh, what's that?
And it's kind of like, think of the opening first pitch of a baseball game.
Oh, okay.
The do or die shot is the Gus Macker's opening ceremonial first pitch, if you would. So basically what they do is one shot. If you make the shot, you get to everyone plays basketball. And if you miss the shot, they just pack everything up and go home. So it's a lot of pressure.
Well,
that's the kick behind it.
I'll tell you what. I mean, if you're going to have somebody make a free throw or something like that,
that's what I
make a layup. Ainsley's clutch.
Ainsley's clutch, man. She was
national champion for a reason.
Yeah, Trav. She had a smile on her face this morning here, and Ainsley, she was here, just ready for it. You can go ahead and show that one if you'd like, Trav. But she was here smiling away. That's what it was like before the storm this morning. And as you can imagine, Bub, like you said, she laced it. She laced it. Ball went straight through the hoop, and we got to play basketball because of Ainsley. But it was really cool to see the community so lined up around her and get to be a part of, just watch her be a part of all this. But even cooler than that, Gus Macker himself announced this morning that Ainsley will be inducted into the National Basketball Hall of Fame.
Really?
In October, I believe.
That's insane.
That is insane.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just a girl from Paint Valley. So Ainsley, if you're hearing this, if your parents are hearing this, got to officially meet her parents in person too.
Oh, you got to meet them today?
I did. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I just kind of peeked over and I saw her mom, and I was like, wait, I know her. I know that face. Yeah. And I looked down, and there was Ainsley in her jacket. She had her own basketball ready to shoot.
Oh.
And
now, does she have a team? Is she playing this year?
She's not playing. They asked her to do the do or die shot, and who better than Ainsley Weaver from Paint Valley, Elks National Hoop Shoot champion, to do that. So it was awesome, man.
Yeah, you were talking about the community earlier, and I think that's another thing you kind of got to talk about. The turnout of the teams is great and everything, but I mean, you see the community lined up and down the streets, on both sides. I mean, you can barely squeeze through and everything.
The community is in. Yeah, you take the playing spaces out of it, and there's parts where it's kind of shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It really is.
You're having to walk behind the fence just to get around on the side of a hill. It's awesome.
And I haven't seen anyone who doesn't have a smile on their face yet. You know what I mean? Everyone's here in a good mood, and it's just been a great time, man. Yep. The radio this morning, Gus Macker himself came over and sat with our old pal Porterhouse on the radio, 100.9, and he sat and talked with them like best friends, man. And it was so cool to meet him and a guy who just started a 3-on-3 tournament in his driveway that turned into all of this. Yeah,
I'll have to get that story from him one day.
Yeah,
that sounded like an interesting one.
Unbelievable, man. And hopefully this can all come back here. Cheryl's House of Hope is the organization that has partnered with Gus Macker to help make this all kind of come together. And they incredible, man. Just the efforts that people have put into all of this and make all of this come to life, all from a thought.
I heard Mackerman. I think that's a mascot. We got to get a photo if he comes by.
Mackerman?
If Mackerman does come by, we will have to grab a photo with him.
If Mackerman is here, we're going to check out Mackerman, and we're going to We're going to chat with the Macker man. I feel like it has to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be Rob in the costume.
It could be. It could be.
Just looking at the kind of pictures.
Yeah, based on photos, it could be Rob. But based on the fact that he's actually here, it's probably not. So, it is what it is.
Rob's out turkey hunting.
Yeah.
Well, it was this morning.
Okay.
It was.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Rob. Turkey hunting this morning. We're stoked for you. But, Bob, no, man, it's like I said, the weather's cooperating at this point. We're getting to that time of year where these outdoor basketball tournaments are happening more and more, and this is just kind of the first of a lot of these things. Trav, I know we're going to have King of the Courts down in Ironton. Our good buddy Tony Murphy sent me a message and told me that King of the Courts in Ironton, that's going to be going on here the same day as Cooper Strong. So I told him I didn't know if we were going to be able to get to that, but I told him I'd give him a shout out, man.
Yeah.
I love these things. I love that these things are continuing to happen.
Yeah, it's nice. Just shut down the street.
Shut it down.
It's not like you're blocking the whole community off from everything. You're just shutting down the street and you're having everybody come in and enjoy the weather, get outside for a change. You know, just take advantage of it.
Yeah, man, take advantage of it. I've seen some runner. I don't think you necessarily have to be a hooper to come out and do something like this, but there's old Beeve. We love Beeve. But you don't have to necessarily be a hooper. No. But come out. It's a relatively inexpensive event too per team. So I think next year be a part of it. Let's see this thing grow, and let's see Chillicothe continue to kind of rewrite this narrative of what downtown Chillicothe and what 7-4 is really all about here.
I know Ferris was talking about making a team.
Oh man,
he was a little late to it this year, but next year
they have a 5 foot and under division. No, I don't know if they do or not, but that'd be a heck of a team. Man.
Yeah,
I hope Ferris gets a squad in it. The Hoop Project just announced they're going to be in Gallipolis again.
Yeah, you showed me a kind of a drone shot of that. That looked amazing,
dude. That's always a great event. I've played in that one. That's how I met my wife, believe it or not, in the Hoop Project.
Now, is that 3-on-3 as well?
That is a 3-on-3 tournament in the streets of the Gallipolis City Park.
Full court,
half court.
Okay,
and very similar to that of the Gus Macker. Yeah. And July 20th and 21st in Gallipolis City Park. So again, we're seeing these things come, happen more and more often. And I love just seeing hoops grow. I love seeing these local events. And
exactly. The local events is the big thing.
People partnering for good, man. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like Jackson doing the first Thursday.
Oh, heads up. Let's go. We love it. The action's great here. She was in. Come on. I'm just kidding. Hey, there we go. Hey, it's getting wild down here, baby. It's getting wild.
We're right there by the action.
Yeah, man. He told us we were in a bad spot before. He was right. He was right, but we're close to the action, man.
Yeah.
And this is what it's all about. Getting out, getting close to the action.
Getting the food.
Bubs had some food. Porter's had some food.
We did have to snag some food before.
Trav, the producer, he's had some food. And by the way, shout out to Porterhouse for getting this thing going for us today, man. We really wouldn't have been able to do it without it. So our good buddy Porterhouse
he saved the day.
He saved the day. He gave us the laptop we needed, and the Rodecaster, and we got it all going.
The experience paid off.
It all going. His experience paid off. I can tell you what else. His smile paid off too.
Oh, his smile did.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's that charm that got us the coffee, though.
I'll tell you what, that Porterhouse charm got us this coffee. Shout out to our good friends here from Chillicothe.
Yeah,
Lindsay brought us over some free drinks for the crew here. So we're all in there. But hey, thank you, Lindsay.
Easy name to remember. Chillicothe.
Dude. I'm so happy to see someone name a business that, because I told Kendall like 4 years ago, that's a business waiting to happen.
Yeah.
And Lindsay has took it, run with it, and she makes some fabulous coffee.
It's very good coffee.
Great cold brew. Told her I wanted everything. She made it happen. This is an everything drink, and
mine is
the
a
exact
nothing
opposite.
Drink. Mine is a pure black coffee, nothing in it.
For a very nothing
that
guy.
is now finished.
And that's what's important. So Lindsay, thank you so much for the rehydration. It's been a long day, been a long morning. But these folks have been out here running around in the rain, sun, snow, hell, you name it this morning. So
it's Ohio weather, yeah.
So yeah,
include all of them.
So if they can tough out the elements, then I can tough out.
Yeah.
Being a little tired.
I mean, you can sleep when you're dead, right?
We'll sleep when we're dead. We'll sleep when we're dead, and we'll sleep during timeouts. But
sleep during timeouts.
But hey, what a time here! Taking a look at the action behind us here, Bub. It's really been a great
competitive
time.
Games.
Very competitive games. And another cool thing that happened this morning, Bub, during the opening ceremony, Chillicothe got its first representative into the Gus Macker Hall of Fame.
Who's
a gentleman named Mike Barrows has
really?
been inducted into, posthumously inducted into the Gus Macker Hall of Fame. He is the man who was responsible for bringing the Chillicothe Gus Macker to Chillicothe in the 90s. And, and that's awesome. We love to see
rightfully earned,
especially posthumously. And, someone that 30 years ago
exactly and I
thought up all of this.
As I say, people hear the 90s and they're like, okay, that wasn't too long ago. That's 30 years ago.
30 years ago, man. 30 years ago. And the first Gus Macker came to Chillicothe in 1991. One of the gentlemen who's here promoting this event, who's a part of the Gus Macker's, name's Randy. He spoke with us and said, 91 was the first year we were here. I remember it like it was yesterday. I said, Randy, that's when I was born, sir. I was born that year. And I was not a thought really up to that point, but the Gus Macker was, and this has been awesome, dude. Like this is just it's crazy to see all of it come together, man. None of this was here yesterday, dude.
Sorry, I was just reading the comment of Hayden Milligan over there saying we should have teamed up with Porterhouse and played today.
Oh, you know what?
That's
a great idea.
I did bring the ball just in case, but
always prepared.
I haven't broken it out yet.
Bob, always prepared.
We'll keep it down there for a little bit.
We got our own ball. I just want to see Porterhouse get up there and just slam one, man. I don't know if he can do it or not, but he might be able to.
He looks like it with that cowboy hat and them shades on.
Cowboy hat, the shades, but definitely he's got a jumper in there somewhere. We know he does. No, man, I told you we've seen some great talent. The elements this morning were so tough, dude. I watched so many college hoopers, airball shots, just completely lose the handle.
But
man.
everybody's playing in the same element. Yeah,
the great equalizer. Rain is the great equalizer in the football world, and it took court today. And it was awesome.
Yeah, you don't ever see the rain on the court in the professional world.
I think it was the first time I've ever
got
watched.
A leaky roof.
Yeah, that's okay.
You've had that in arenas.
That's
what was
okay.
the one arena that just like it ended up, was it New Orleans or something? The stadium roof collapsed, Minnesota maybe.
I have no idea.
It was a while ago. But
anyway, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
But no, Bob. I mean, so far you've kind of taken a walk up and down through some of this, man. So talk to me, man. What's been some of your favorite stuff up to this point? We got Chillicothe.
Yeah.
You grabbed some food. What'd you have to eat earlier?
I think it's really cool. They kind of got a variety. I had a corn dog and some French fries because they were out of the chicken tenders, which is fine.
Yeah.
Travis had him a little Texas tea that he didn't decide to tell me about when he called me and told me that they were out. So
you know what? We can never rely on Trav for anything good, man. It's just the way that it
delicious.
goes.
I seen they had hamburgers over there.
Yeah.
They're steak burgers.
It's like it's a little festival, man.
It's
great.
It's just like if you're walking down the strip of the Apple Festival or something, you get to kind of eat some food and everything, but you got basketball in it instead of boots.
And that's actually exactly that's a great way to look at it, man. Cups, the cups seen better days, Trav. Seen better days.
Trash cans around. I just can't leave my station right now.
Yeah, that's okay. That's the way that it goes. I've personally just enjoyed the fact that I've seen everybody smiling, man. Everyone's been in such a great mood. The energy was great yesterday, just coming over to kind of set up and take a look around and meet folks. And the folks who are here are happy to be in Chillicothe. Man.
Exactly. Nobody's being confrontational on the courts. There's none of that. Everybody's playing.
I did almost get tackled earlier, so she was being a little bit confrontational.
Well, I mean, we are in the way.
Well, yeah, that's on us. That's on us. That's on us. Everyone's been in a good mood, man, and everyone's been smiling and happy, and ultimately that's what we're looking forward to. And
absolutely.
So we talked about another event, or a couple of basketball events, excuse me. Another event that our good buddy Mike Browning is super interested in and super excited for is that Cooper Strong. So we're going to go ahead and let the folks know, because we won't be at King of the Courts, or Kings and Queens of the Courts, I should say, in Ironton that day. We will be at Cooper Strong, and Bob will be running in the Cooper Strong event, and I can't wait.
I'm currently doing a week on, week off training regiment where I didn't train this week. So
I'm thinking old Porterhouse might be trapped.
He is a little plugged in.
I'm a little plugged, but here's the thing. Gives me a chance to jump in. You don't have my audio?
Does it sound?
Need to go up. So anyway, I just wanted to say, we're sitting here talking about this event and the Gus Macker, and this has been a while since it's been here in the streets of Chillicothe. Talking with Scott McNeely, the the guy that actually started the Gus Macker. He was, from where it coming from basically somebody's backyard, his mom and dad's driveway, growing into what it's grown into.
Yeah.
What's really cool is I was talking to a gentleman next to us here just a little bit ago.
Yeah, making friends.
He said that they found out that this was coming a few months ago. He said they got so excited. He said they remember it from years ago. They played in it years ago. He said he's got friends that went overseas, that lived overseas, come back to Chillicothe to play in this event this weekend. He said himself he lost over 40 pounds. He said he trimmed down about 40 pounds. He went from 265 to like 220, 225 in that range right there, just so he could play in this event.
He's training.
He's
been training. Was it the gentleman in the blue hoodie that was sitting
there? Absolutely.
Okay, I told you I recognized him. I played against him in another YMCA league. He was looking pretty solid earlier. He was looking like he was in playing shape.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I just want to share that.
Yeah, it was the gentleman sitting right here earlier. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, great story, man. Yeah. So thus, somewhat international for the Gus Macker locally in Chillicothe.
Absolutely. It definitely is. I mean, actually, one of the referees, St. Croix in the Virgin Islands, is up here with us. I was talking with him. He says he came back here specifically for this, just a referee. And he lives in the Virgin Islands. He's looking at me and said, man, it's like 80-some degrees back at home right now. And I said, yeah, I know. So anyway, we exchanged numbers, and I'm going to the Virgin Islands soon.
Yeah. You enjoy the Gus Macker.
I really like this place a lot. I'm getting a lot of friends, man.
Yeah. Switch you. I'll trade you spots. Yeah. Well, evidently they don't have any great hoops in the Virgin Islands, but there's great hoops going on here locally today, man. So that's a great story, man. People from all over the world now at this point finding their way downtown Chillicothe, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like a childhood dream, just starting in your backyard playing a 3-on-3.
Yeah, man. Porterhouse. I heard Porterhouse on the air earlier on the radio talking about it, and with Gus Macker himself. And I just thought of when we were kids playing wiffle ball in the backyard. If we started a wiffle ball, if a wiffle ball game grew into all this in what's now 30 cities, but at one time 75 cities. It's awesome, man, and it's awesome to see things circulating again and coming back around and all of
that's
that.
brilliant. That's brilliant. That is a brilliant idea. A wiffle ball tournament like this in the street, something like this, that would be great.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Just pick up the balls as much as what we used to.
Yeah, we used to tape those bad boys up to see how far we could hit them afterwards, man.
Well, you got to keep them wiffly so you can keep them in a closed area.
Brother, we'd be hitting them over Mill City Apparel.
Right. I remember those days.
See if we can clear the pond there, Yaktanji.
Plug the end of the bat a little bit and fill it with a couple rocks or something. Oh, there you go. Give us some weight.
Some Sammy Sosa types.
Mark McGuire days.
Yeah. Oh, the steroid era was great. We missed the steroid era in baseball, brother.
Now, who doesn't like seeing home runs?
Oh man, I love seeing home runs. I'm down for some home runs. No man, it's been cool. We've had a great time. We've seen some like I said, awesome people locally, Bub, and it's just been a great time.
A few familiar faces.
Some familiar faces. We had a good friend, Erica Cheney, commented on a Facebook page yesterday after finding out we were going to be here. And she said, if you see anyone just huffing and puffing and dying, just let us be. So she plays for the Mama Mackers with Paisley Speakman, who owns Paisley's Permanent Cosmetics in Jackson. And she
Black shirt team?
Yeah, black shirt team. They played 2 games
here.
They were
playing Madison's team earlier,
They were, I think they fell to Madison's team, but they got the first one under their belt with a win. Okay. So they're 2 games in at this point.
I showed up, so that was the first game I caught, and I was like, already seeing familiar faces immediately. I was like,
man.
It's going to be a good day.
I saw Peyton Speakman earlier. Peyton Speakman was here. He was in the building, and he told me we were going to get an interview at some point. So I don't know where Peyton's at, but I'm going to catch up with you, Peyton. I need that interview, brother.
If not today, sometime else.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Bob, we're gonna kind of start winding this thing down here before long, but I mean, anything else before we really kind of get out of here for the day? I mean, this has been
I do, but that's for like the last question of the day, so I'll hold it for that.
Okay.
As far as the Gus Macker, I've been thoroughly impressed with it. This is kind of my first appearance at a Gus Macker or anything like the sort.
Yeah.
I've never really been to the Gallipolis
Hoop Project.
Yep. Yeah. Ironton. How recent was the Ironton? How recent ago did that start up?
I'm not sure. This could be the first year for all I know. I have very little information on that. Tony, if you're here, if you see us, brother, come find us. Tony, come check us out, man. Come let us know. If he's here, I'll get more details on that. But Kings and Queens of the Courts in Ironton, that'll be a fun one. And like I said, I don't know how much will be involved in that, but just like I said, just to get these things out and discussed and going, man, it's awesome.
Yeah, hopefully people show up for that.
I'm hoping so,
the
man.
Ironton area as well.
Yeah.
Just fun times. I mean, everybody here having a great time. So anybody that can pull off an event like that and get the community involved, I think is a great thing.
Yeah.
We need more local events.
We need more local events. We do need some more local stuff. And I'm like I said, man, just really excited to see this stuff going on. It's like a little festival in the street that's all basketball related.
Yeah.
And I'm down with it.
Absolutely.
Man. It's all good. I don't think anyone loses with events like this. Man.
No,
I don't think anyone loses. So, Bub, Mike Browning's wanting that free throw. So at some point we're going to hop off the air after this and we're going to get that free throw from you. We're going to see if Bub can hit a do or die free throw like our good friend Ainsley.
Yeah, I could.
You could hit a do or die free throw.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe not the first one, but I could hit a free throw.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not the
I'm like
do
a
or die.
cat. Give me 9 lives and I'll hit one of them.
9 lives, baby. Just get Bubba 9 lives. Let's see if we can line him up 9 times and knock one of them down. He couldn't in the district hoop shoot when he was a kid, but neither here nor there.
Hey, I mean, 8 for 25 is not bad.
Is that what you went? 8 for 25?
It's bad.
That's a tough one.
I've had
Could
more
you beat that today?
I've had more successful reading quizzes.
Could you beat 8 for 25 today?
I would hope so. I mean, I'm just going to chalk it to an off day. You know, the lighting in the building.
Might have to find out. He did bring his own ball.
I did.
He did bring his own ball. We're going to see if Bub can beat that 8 for 25 challenge. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
But, man, this has been great. If you're in the Chillicothe area, get up and check this out. Chillicothe, Waverly, Piketon, Jackson, you name it. Come check it out. It's been a blast. You know, you may not have a dog in the fight. You may not have a team in it, but it's been definitely a positive atmosphere, a positive event, and it's been something that's been great for the community.
Yeah, just to walk up and down. I mean, the stores are still open and everything. You can stop in some stores, look at them.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like I said, it's been great. I think that this is. I'm really hoping this is something that continues to find its way back around, man.
Absolutely,
I really do, and unfortunately, or fortunately for the area, we're continuing to see things like this come back. So it's awesome. It's awesome.
I'm just waiting for them to like open up Jisco Hill again in Jackson for the sledding, but they took the hills out, so now you can't like ramp.
There's no ramps.
Not as rampy.
Oh man, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
All
Which
right.
all I can think about is me trying to walk up those as a bigger lad, and I could not.
That's very fair.
When did they close Jisco Hill?
Jisco Hill, like they haven't closed it, but I drove past it and I seen like the hills themselves. You know, it was layered, like they're not as layered.
Oh,
So you can't like ramp up.
Okay.
Which I mean, to be fair, they're not as dangerous.
Okay.
You sure it's not just because they
To
got
be
a lot
fair,
of
they're not
grass?
as fun.
Yeah.
You sure it's not just because they're grassier now than they were in the week?
I'm also not trying to pay that much attention to it.
Yeah, you are at a curve.
I just
while
hear
you're trying-
stories.
Okay.
It was always bigger when we were kids, though. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
It
man.
was nuts back then.
Woo!
I knew
What
people
time?
broke
On the
their backs
inner
out
tubes?
there.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. But the best ones were when you get that ice. It's
no,
almost
that's the
scary
worst.
when you
That's
get
the
the
worst, yeah.
ice because you go up and man, you hit.
And
It
it's
wouldn't be-
hard.
it
It's
would-
hard.
It'd be hard.
Yeah.
It would be hard, but
It's tough.
no, man. I don't know. Might be based on the weather we've had here today. We could be sledding this afternoon.
Yeah, you don't
It's
know
hard
what's
to
gonna
tell.
happen, I swear.
It's very hard to tell.
Starting to become sunny again.
The sun's shining, and like I said, we're just happy to be here. We're gonna start making our rounds here, and start mingling and really checking out what's going on here. But like I said, if you're around the Chillicothe area, get down here, check this out, and come support. If not basketball, man, just folks trying to do some really cool things and bring some really cool, positive events back to downtown Chillicothe, southeastern Ohio, in our area, man.
Start
Bub,
building the community back up. The people lost sight of that. I mean, maybe when COVID hit, we kind of all kept to ourselves. But I think that's kind of get more comfortable with being around each other, getting communities built back together.
Yeah.
I think that's a big message that can kind of be sent from this.
It is, man. And that's actually exactly where this entire thing stemmed from, was bringing families together and people together. So, yeah.
I'm sorry. I keep popping in. I
No,
know I'm the
no,
producer.
John.
I'm producing for you today, but you brought up this COVID thing. honestly, as bad as the pandemic was, I think it was the greatest thing that happened to our nation because it brought families together again, and it gave us a yearning and a hunger for doing things like this again. Honestly,
I don't know
agree
what
with
you
that,
got
man.
until it's gone.
Absolutely,
That's,
absolutely.
That's a great perspective on
Mhm.
COVID that you don't necessarily hear quite as much. You hear all the bad things that came out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Well, I
agree with that.
still, those things still taste funny and maybe don't smell the same as they always did, but it's okay.
Well, we can blame COVID and not age, right? That's all right. No,
Age,
we're
who's getting old? I don't know anybody
hey,
like
what?
that.
What? No, we're good. We're good.
Something
No,
like
but
that happens. I mean, it's important to take the positives
yeah,
out
well,
of
no,
it.
because I turned 30 shortly after COVID, so like I've just blamed I turned 30 and everything went south. So now I just flipped the switch. I'll just start blaming COVID instead. That's just COVID, man. I don't know.
Absolutely. I
That's-
mean, I lost my hair, but COVID,
Yeah.
back on
Hair
COVID.
loss.
Your boy Beeve, I believe, is
Our boy-
commenting.
Our boy Beeve.
He got a bad case of COVID, it
He
looks
did-
like.
Oh boy! Oh man, Beef, we ain't tagging you in because of the Bub. That's a terrible time to tag in. Beef,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, no, I
he
agree
did
with
comment. He did comment, but terrible time to segue to Beef there. That was the greatest. He said he did see one good-looking man walk past us earlier. And I
He was
assume
talking
that's when
about
he
me.
left. So, oh,
Oh.
hey,
Yeah.
Porterhouse was a model yesterday when we were here. And I'll enlighten you on what I mean by Porter's modeling shortly after we get up here.
I saw the cowboy hat and the shades.
Yeah.
I believe anything.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
I've
hey,
anything's
too
you
once
gotta-
been in a
possible.
cowboy hat for modeling
Well,
purposes.
Well, we had a little talk about that cowboy hat this morning off the air, man. I was like, hey, between the cowboy hat and the jeans, I might have to stay away from you guys. You're bringing out
It's
pieces of me.
He's leaning in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, hang on now. I'm just kidding. But no, man, it's
No, he's not.
all in good fun.
It was
I will
a
say, you
scary
made it
moment.
look great.
It was scary.
You made it look great. It wasn't. I mean,
No, thank you. I appreciate the compliment, I guess.
we're just trying to be kind. But no, man, we've had a blast. This has been a great day. It's been absolutely awesome. Before we get out of here, Bub, because we're a little over a half an hour, we gotta mingle. We got folks to speak with and chat with. Do you have anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, I thought about this morning as I was getting dressed.
Okay.
I need more hats.
I need more hats.
I've been wearing this same hat for quite a while. I mean, it's not dirty. I wash it,
Okay.
but it's like I just need some variety.
Okay. Well,
But maybe a cowboy. I'll put a cowboy hat on.
All right.
You think I'm not man enough to put a cowboy hat on?
you can put the cowboy hat on. For some reason, that works. Oh, that's backwards, Bub.
Oh shit.
The
Oh, shit. Okay. I feel like a Texas Longhorns fan right now.
coming or going.
Hook 'em horns. Hook 'em horns.
Hey, we got you spun around and it's looking good now. So, Bub, we're going to take that cowboy hat on the road. We're going to shoot some free throws in the cowboy hat, maybe. Who knows? And we're going to get out of here. But hey, if you're tuning in, thank you for taking the time to tune into our nonsense and what we've had going on. We're live from downtown Chillicothe. The return of Chillicothe Gus Macker. It's back, baby. We've had a blast. It's been a great time. Is that it for you?
That's all for
That's
me
it
today.
for you. All right. Well, if that's going to be it from Bub, that's going to be it from me. So, as always, we appreciate you taking the time to tune in. We will catch you next time live and local at Cooper Strong. We will be live and local for the Cooper Strong May 25th. And Jackson and Bub will be running in that event, and that's going to be a great time. We'll be shadowing Bub in that event. Bub's going to be doing some running, but we're going to be doing some driving as Bub's running. So we're going to be keeping an eye on Bub mobily during the event. So we're going to have a great time.
At my
So
expense.
at Bub's expense. Before we go, speaking of running, I would like to give a quick shout out to our my stepson Connor, my bonus kid. Connor won the mile race this week at his school, and Connor in the third grade just completed his third grade run, ran a mile in 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah, third grade, 5 minute 40-second mile, less than a 6 minute mile.
Right? Yeah. I'm hopeless.
Yeah. So crazy. That's for real. 5 minutes 40 seconds, third grade. Yep. So shout out
couldn't
to
be
you,
me.
Con. Shout out to you. You crushed it. And Bub, we are also, before we get out of here, we would be amiss if we didn't shout out all the moms for Mother's Day. We are also approaching Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day. I got 2 beautiful women in
You
the
didn't
family.
include a picture of me with mom?
Well,
you just
Bob,
included yourself?
you mentioned the guy
Are you
was the
kidding
host.
me?
So as the co-host, which you made it a point to mention that in our reel the other day.
That makes me look horrible.
So it does make you look horrible. And as the favorite kid that mom said you were, you should make sure that you include mom in some of these photos. But
that is sabotage.
That is
she will be hearing about this when I get home.
But I can make sure that she will be hearing about it because she's going to know that I took it upon myself to make sure that she got her moment.
Bad, yeah. On her day, you're trying to make me look bad.
She got her moment with me. And the fact that you weren't in the photos wishing mom a happy Mother's Day, that is what it is. But hey, happy Mother's Day to you, Mom. And Kendall, we love you.
It is Jim Ross, John.
And,
it is Jim Ross.
Okay. All right. Jim Ross. What are you talking about?
McManus said I look like Jim Ross.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Look a little JR-like. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'll call Bubba Jr. for now. But hey, happy Mother's Day to all the moms. If you're a mom and you watch the show or take the time to tune into any of what we got going on, we appreciate you. Thank you for what you do. And you keep momming. The world don't go around without moms, baby.
No, it does not.
Just does not. So if we got any moms participating in the Macker today, you keep momming and you keep bombing from 3. And that'll get you the wins.
Nice one. Nice little lyric.
Yeah, we like that. Hey, as always, we appreciate you for tuning into the 740 Sports Show. And you take it upon yourself to make life better for every person you meet. Make that your goal. And until next time, we will see you on episode 43, Bub, of the 740 Sports Show. Hit him.
Bye.